Hi everyone, this is a technical analysis on USDJPY. Let's start with a fundamental overview first. The USD yesterday got a boost across the board following the US CPI report. The data was actually in line with expectations and arguably on the softer side than feared. In fact, the market didn't really move much following the release, but roughly an hour later, we started to see strong beats in the greenback. This might have to do with positioning, since the short US dollar trade has been the most crowded one, and in such instances, it doesn't take much to see strong unwinding. The market did pare back further the rate cut bets, with the pricing now showing 44 bps of easing by year end, compared to 47 bps before the CPI release. That could still change today after the US PPI report, though. On the JPY side, we haven't seen much change in terms of fundamentals, as the focus remains on the US Japan trade negotiations. The BOJ is placing a great deal on trade developments, and a positive outcome will likely give the JPY a strong boost, as traders would bring forward expectations for a rate hike. The window to watch is between July 20 and August 1. On July 20, we have the Japanese upper house elections, and August 1 is Trump's deadline for a deal. Now, on the daily chart, we can see that USDJPY eventually managed to rally all the way back to the key 148.28 resistance. The price is now trading above the resistance following a strong day for the US dollar yesterday. If the price falls back below the resistance, we can expect the sellers to pile in to position for a drop back into the 142.35 support. The buyers, on the other hand, will keep on stepping in around these levels to keep pushing into the next resistance at 151.19. On the 4-hour chart, we can see that we have this upward trend line defining the bullish momentum. From a risk management perspective, the buyers will have a better risk reward setup around the trend line to position for a rally into the 151.19 level next. The sellers, on the other hand, will look for a break below the trend line to increase the bearish bets into the 142.35 support. On the 1-hour chart, there's not much else we can add here, as the buyers will look for deep buying opportunities around the 148 handle and trend line, while the sellers will look for downside breakouts to keep pushing into new lows. These red lines define the average daily range for the day. For the upcoming catalysts, today we have the US PPI data, tomorrow we get the latest US jobless claims and retail sales figures, and on Friday we conclude the week with the Japanese CPI and the University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Survey.